Hi everyone, welcome back to Meridian Australis. My name's Henry Nielsen, and today I'm talking to Livia J Elliot. Hi Livia. Livia J Elliot is an author of literary fantasy, a podcaster, and the lead writer of Unearthed Stories, which is a mobile app that publishes interactive fiction. Livia is here today to talk about her new Kickstarter campaign, as well as her writing and her inspiration. Livia, how are you going?
All good. Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm honored to be here.
Not at all, not at all. I'm glad you're here. So first of all, tell us about your new Kickstarter campaign. Tell us when does it end? What is it? Show us that again,
Pretty good.
and give us a bit of a rundown of what Dance With Me is all about.
Yeah, so this is a pretty short story. It's a novella, and the Kickstarter is for the illustrated edition, which you can see. This is the cover I did myself, and it's illustrated in graphite. It has 9 illustrations done in graphite and then scanned. So they were done by Mexican artist Jose Arturo Bustamante. Kickstarter is for the production of it and the possibility of converting this into a deluxe edition, with foil and with foil on the edges and so on. It's going to end on June 6th. Australia time, midnight Australia time. Yep. And I did all the design and the external cover myself. So what's the story about? It's a literary fantasy about a ceramic ballerina that she's a little doll, the type of dolls that's dancing atop a music box. And she's enchanted by elven magic, woke up to life, and she must dance for her elven owners. Her sole purpose on life is to please them and to dance for them. But then, since she's ceramic made, things start happening and she starts to get fractured. She meets other figurines that are also locked in the cupboards with her. And we soon realize that the dynamics between Lyra, the ceramic ballerina, and the elven boy, her owner, are perhaps not the healthiest. It's a difficult story to read. What I can say is that even if it is somewhat dark, it's never explicit.
You mentioned it's hard to read. I need to just say to everyone, it's not hard to read as in poorly written. I've read the first chapter that you put on your Substack, and it's beautifully written. It's really evocative,
Thank you.
And that fragility of Lyra's character. She's written like she's porcelain. So in terms of like that inspiration of writing, what else inspires you to write, and what sort of led you on your journey to becoming a writer?
Yeah, I'm the type of writer that writes by theme. So to me,
Yep.
there is always a theme or something that I want to discuss in a book. In some other cases, I have written simply because I like to explore an idea or a concept. I like philosophy a lot. But yeah, generally themes. And then I think the added subtext is to challenge myself, because I always want to try something new, something different, So that's also a part of my writing, that I will always be exploring something. Yeah.
Oh, amazing! I really appreciate a good theme in a story. What sort of tips we've got a lot of people who are just starting out as writers in the Meridian Australis group, and obviously in our audience and stuff. Have you got any tips for writers that want to write in the literary fantasy genre, or for more broadly, just writers just starting out?
Yeah, something, that everybody says, try to find your comparisons and define those. What I will say is that even if you find your comparisons, be prepared to change, because sometimes your readers will have more comparisons that you can actually find. It has happened to me that, I thought I was comparing myself to A and B writer, but suddenly one of my beta readers came in with an author I had no idea about, and that was a far better comparison. So that flexibility helps a lot, because that will also let you find your audience. You are bound to miss a good comparison, right? So that insight from your beta readers, I found them to be extremely helpful.
That's actually something I hadn't even thought about. So you're talking about when you say comps and comparisons. This is something that people get told to do a lot when they're querying, which is to pick a couple of books that are their comps, which are books that are similar genre, similar style, similar books that would be on the same shelf as them. So asking people for other books that it would remind them of.
It's very helpful. Like with this one in particular, I got a few of my beta readers telling me some comparisons, and I honestly had no idea of the authors I were comparing. I had to go and read them. And then I was just like, they are right. Like my
Nice.
those are far better than the ones I came up with, and that's okay because there are so many books published out there.
Thank you so much, Livia, for spending some time with me today. Where can people find you? Do you want to plug
Yeah.
your stuff? The Dance With Me Kickstarter is still ongoing when this video is released. Finishes on June 6th. But yeah,
Yeah.
let us know about anything else.
Yeah, so I'm on Twitter, Blue Sky, Threads, and Instagram as Livia J Elliot. I'm also on YouTube as Livia J Elliot. My podcast is Books Undone. You can find it everywhere where podcasts are, including YouTube. And it's also on Substack. My newsletter is on Substack, liviajelliot.substack.com. I publish literary analysis, thematic analysis, prose analysis. So it's always content about how to write better. I found a piece of prose that did something amazing, and then I will analyze it, or I will do a thematic analysis, picking one book and going into the theme of it. So it's generally about bookish discussions of the type that I like. The
Excellent.
the app for interactive fiction and Unearthed Stories, you can find it on the App Store for iOS or iPad, or in Google Play for Android. Just search Unearthed Stories. It's free to install. Most stories are actually free to read. So you just have to open the app and read them. So that's great.
Awesome.
And as you said, the Kickstarter, search for Dance With Me on Kickstarter or through any of my socials. I have links everywhere. You can find
Yep.
them there. Ends on June 6th, and the late pledges will likely last for 2 extra weeks after that.
Excellent. We'll also have a link to the Kickstarter in the description of the YouTube video. Excellent. Thank you so much for your time,
Thank
Livia.
you. Yeah.
My name's been Henry Nielsen. I'm coming to you from Meridian Australis, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.